Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Rister, and today I'm coming to you guys with another Q&A video. Every time I do a Q&A, I sit here and look at the questions and think, why did I do it? But generally speaking, the questions this time aren't that weird, but I guess the weird questions kind of make the Q&A interesting. But yeah, let's get into a game and then let's start up the Q&A. Okay, first of all, what the fuck is this lobby, man? It's 10:21 AM and I'm in a lobby with a level 21, 21, 28. I can't fucking read, I'm stupid. Damn, this seems like an easy lobby. I say this every time at the start of the game, and watch me insert like a classic Nick Minute meme here and I get beamed. So the first question today comes from Mr. Feeds. Is it crazy how saying sentences backwards create backwards sentences saying how crazy it is? My brain's just completely farted there and I don't know what to say to that. Also, if I look to the right, it's because I'm reading the questions on my second monitor. But it is crazy how questions do crazy things like questions, crazy questions, sentences, crazy sentences, questions, maybe? The next question comes from Jay, or Spinbotters. His question is, why is my dick so big? That's a good question. And my answer to that is probably generally based off genetics is why your penis would be so large. So I'm assuming your dad has a big dick. Not that I've seen it or anything, I'm just assuming he's got like a massive cock. Or your mum has a massive dick, it's one of the two. The next question comes from Senator. Why is Senator so good with the GKS? Now, this is something which has been going on, this is goes back to ancient times where there was a young god. He had an elephant nose. He was built like a brick shit house. So yeah, it goes back to ancient times. There was a elephant god and his name was Senator, right? And every time he'd sneeze GKS bullets. And now basically what I'm trying to say here is Senator is like the what's the word? Senator's spirit animal is this elephant with a massive nose that shot GKS bullets built like a brick shit house. And that is why Senator is good with the GKS. It's no coincidence, it's just history basically repeating itself, but instead of shooting GKS bullets out the elephant's nose at pineapples, he's shooting GKS bullets on a video game at someone on COD. That is why Senator is so good with the GKS. And if you argue with this claim, just Google it, bro. I fact check this shit, man. There's a Wikipedia page called Senator the Elephant, and it basically Senator gets a shout out on this as well, COD Senator. And yeah, that's why Senator is so good with the GKS. Next question comes from Blackness. How are you feeling? If you asked me this, if I answered this question on December 30th, I would have given you a really bad answer. I would have been like, yeah, I'm in a down mood. I'm not feeling great. I'm not doing that well. But in reality, I'm doing really good, man. I mean it when I say that. I'm making content I'm enjoying. I'm going to the gym. I'm hanging out with friends a lot more. And I feel like I'm in such a happier place, man. 2021 Oxygen just really do be hitting different. 2020 Oxygen was really toxic and I was going down phases I didn't want to go down, which obviously no one wants to go through that, and I had a lot of mental struggles and stuff like that during 2020. And 2020 in a lot of ways was the best and worst year of my life, but in reality 2021's a new year. We're doing things this year. I'm going to be working harder than ever. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh yeah, why don't you just do that in 2020? I don't know. I really don't. I mean, in 2020, I did work my ass off. I mean, I got myself a social media job at Kanga. I'm working at the moment. And I'm studying as well. So I'm in a really good place at the moment. And I focus on my health a lot more. Physical health and mental health go hand in hand. It's kind of crazy how much going to the gym's kind of helped me out mentally and physically, but it's true. I know I'm kind of ranting and stuff, but 2021's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a really good year, except for these fucking lobbies, man. These kids aren't even high levels. I'm getting beamed. Next question comes from Dez. He asked, can we see you with a whole head of hair? And my answer to that is sure, but there's a catch. If this video smashes 20 likes, I will post a picture. Well, I'll include a picture next video of me with a full head of hair. I used to have this really cringe as emo fringe, and I used to do a bunch of I used to do man buns and shit. I will fully expose myself next video if this video hits 20 likes. Only if this video hits 20 likes. The next question comes from Nebby. Why are you bald? To be honest, it's really weird because the story of it's so stupid. So when I was younger, as I was saying in my last question, I used to have really long hair. And then for whatever reason, in summer, I was just one day I was like, no, I'm just gonna cut it off. It's getting too hot. I'm starting to sweat a bit too much. And my hair was just too long. So I shaved my head, right? And I did the whole, what I'm doing now, except I did a skin fade on the side. Now I just kind of shave the top because there's no point trying to do anything to it. It's gone. My receding hairline is fucked. But yeah, so basically one day I decided to cut my hair off and then it just never grew back. So that's why I'm bald, and I'm assuming genetics as well. Like my dad's not bald, he's just like, he's balding. He's got bald patches and stuff, but I mean, yeah. So there's that. It's pretty much genetics and the fact that one day I just shaved it off and it just never came back. Next question comes from Oxredy? I don't know how to say your name, sorry, I'm just going to call you Ox. Thoughts on Cold War, what do you like about him, what do you dislike about him, what would you like to get added and change / fix? So first of all, I'll start with the dislikes. Dislikes, obviously... Really? The dislikes I have with it are just the way people... Like, I definitely don't like the score streak system. That's definite. The score streak system in this game is really annoying because... It's basically like having requisitions from World War II just in a game which shouldn't have it. Like, I wish they just stuck with like normal kill streaks or just normal general score streaks. I wish the system wasn't the way it is now. And I wish there wasn't a cooldown on the streaks as well. Not that I get streaks anyway, I'm fucking garbage. The score streak system is definitely something I don't like. Skill-based matchmaking / EOM matchmaking, which I discussed in my last video, is something I don't really like too much either. I find that lobbies are way too sweaty and you can't just chill and have fun. I also don't really like the content they've added either. I feel like they should add more content in terms of like guns and stuff. I want to see some OG guns brought back, like the AN94, like a legit a copy and paste of the AN94 from BO2. I want to see some older maps come back since they can't make a new map to save their life. But yeah, as I was saying, I'd like to see some new weapons added, some more content and stuff like that. As for dislikes, the score streak system, skill-based matchmaking, other than that, I really do enjoy this game. I think this game is one of the better Call of Duties that's been released. I think it's just held back by such small things, which is out of Treyarch's hands, unfortunately. And the prestige system in this game, like, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but at least they've added it, where in MW kind of had nothing to work towards. But I'd also, yeah, pretty much just new guns, new maps, and some new kill streaks. I'd like to see K9 units and swarms added back, kind of bring that old school pub stomping vibe. But then again, I don't think it'd suit the system in the game, considering how the game's actually, like, the score streak system is. I just want to see fun stuff brought back as well. Like, I want to see some more events, like stuff which you actually, like, gets you involved in the game, makes you want to grind it. So in terms of events, what I mean by that is like short periods of time where if you play, like, if they had gun game, for example, you win 10 games of gun game, you get a special variant or something like that. Just stuff like that, just to keep the game interesting and makes me want to play it a bit more. Like, I could make a whole rant video about stuff I want changed, but in my opinion, this game is really good. It's just, it's a really hard question to answer, man. Sorry if the answer wasn't as accurate or kind of bit all over the place, because I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, but that's just some things I'd like to see changed. Next question comes from Next question comes from Fizzin. She asks, how is life? Now, life's pretty good. As I said at the start, life's going good at the moment. I'm vibing, I'm chilling. I'm hoping to get my license by March. That's one of my short-term goals. I'm studying, I'm doing good. I'm really doing well. Enemies ask, what time is it? At the moment, as of recording, it is 10:33 AM. Next question comes from Nimtaz asking, what made you stop D7? Now, this is an interesting question, and my memory of this isn't as strong as it was, I guess. Like, because it happened so many years ago, I don't really remember it too well. I left due to the fact that I don't know how to nicely say this. There was a lot of people that weren't really putting in the same amount of effort as me, and I kind of trained up a few people to take over me in the future. Me leaving D7 was never something that wasn't going to happen. It always was. Like, it was something that I knew I was going to do. And if you guys remember, D7 went through that dark patch when everyone left and stuff like that. I rebuilt the team based off of that, brought in a bunch of players, brought in a bunch of commentators. I made a really stacked roster, but we all knew COD was heading in a direction which we weren't going to like, especially considering the MW reveal trailer and stuff like that. And I left mainly because I saw an opportunity in myself to pursue my own content and start blowing up myself. I thought, for once in my life, I'm going to be selfish and work on my own content. And then I joined one of the bigger teams in the COD community, TapX, and I was peaking at my Black Ops 4 content. Like, my content was going really well, I was growing, I was blowing up a little bit, and then I got hit with mental problems. But it was a hard decision. I still love everyone which was in D7, anyone that supported me whilst I was in D7. And it was one of the best experiences I could have had in my life, because it taught me a lot about social media management, which is what I'm studying at the moment. and it kind of trained me up to build resilience towards hate, because D7 was a team that was hated by a lot of people for whatever reasons. And that's pretty much it, man. Like, it was more so just to focus and work on myself. Reflections ask, what's your favorite brand of milk? Weirdly enough, I don't actually drink milk. I really don't. The only time you'll catch me drinking milk is if I have a coffee or something, and generally saying it's just like the generic branded milk, skim milk from Woolies or almond milk or something like that. It's not really any specific brand or anything like that, because milk's filled with calories. I'm trying to lose my titties at the moment, and milk's definitely not good for wanting to lose titties. Anyway guys, I'm gonna wrap the video up there. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and I hope you guys have a great day. And if you guys want to see me do more Q&As where I'll just answer your questions, please do let me know. I do like answering your questions and giving you guys feedback. Well, not feedback, giving you guys answers to whatever you might be pondering on your mind. And feel free to ask whatever you want, guys. I want to kind of make this like a fortnightly thing where I do a Q&A and just kind of touch base with you guys, because I feel it adds like a kind of personal connection with you all. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your boy Wrist, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.